We're going to make a start. My name's Stuart Fairweather. I'm a member of Dundee Trade Unionists for Independence. We're one of the groups that's been invited along today to speak to you. It's good to see such a good turnout. I know folks' time is valuable, and folks' time prior to the game is particularly valuable. So what we're going to do is we're going to give each of the speakers, and I'm going to introduce them in a second, 6 or 7 minutes to speak. And then we're going to try and have a bit of discussion. Because whilst I hope loads of people are voting yes in the room, we're particularly interested in hearing folk that haven't decided yet and having a bit of discussion. So we're going to listen to each other, but we're going to hopefully persuade folk to add to the huge numbers that are already decided that they're voting yes. As I said, I'm Stuart Fairweather from Trade Unions for Independence. We're invited along by Bruce. We thank him and the others that have organised today. And one of the things we're going to ask you to do before you leave is to take a poster with you. Football clubs across the country on the 18th minute have been holding up yes signs in the ground to illustrate their support for yes in the referendum campaign. Now, some clubs and some stewards are a wee bit more sticky than others about it. But I'm sure you're more than experienced at dealing with that situation. So we've got loads and loads United colour yes placards to take into the ground for the 18th minute, and we've even got ones for the away support as well, if there's anybody of that persuasion. Okay. So with no further ado, I'll introduce the three speakers and then we'll let Stuart speak first. We've got Stuart Hosey, MP, who'll be known to most of you in Dundee. Stuart is on the front line at Westminster and has been a stalwart in the campaign for the yes vote. And Stuart's going to speak to the first. We've Alan Grogan. Alan's a particularly welcome speaker. Alan's from Labour for Independence, and we want to illustrate that the campaign for yes isn't just about one political party, isn't just about political parties, it's about more than that. So with Stuart Hosey for the SNP, with Alan Grogan for Labour, and on my right, I've always wanted to say that, on my right we've got Duncan McCabe from the Radical Independence campaign. And Duncan represents a group that isn't associated with any one political party, but draws people from across political parties and folk that are known any political party. But Duncan will speak about the detail himself, about their attempt to raise the number of people that are taking part in the election and to make sure particularly that working class communities aren't disenfranchised during this election. Because loads of us have been doing this for many years. Bruce wanted me to speak as well, but I'm going to try and keep my remarks particularly short. Loads of us have been campaigning for a different kind of Scotland for many, many years. And the finishing line, or a new starting line if you like, is the 18th of September. So we've got a chance, we've got an opportunity. One of the goals in the run up to that opportunity isn't just September the 18th, it's September the 2nd. That's the last day anybody can be registered to vote. So I'm going to ask you towards the end to take the posters with you, but I'm going to ask you to remember to speak to your families, your neighbours, your friends and your workmates about September the 2nd as well as September the 18th. It's the last day people who aren't registered to vote, particularly 16 and 17-year-olds, but anybody that's not registered to vote can get their form in, get into the city square and make sure that they get their vote on the 18th of September. But that's more than enough for me. Our first speaker, Stuart Hosey, MP. Thank you.